Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Musk Unleashed, English podcast, the channel where every single episode gives you something real, something useful, and something you can start using today. I am Emma, and before we go anywhere, if you are new here, welcome to the family. We upload a brand new English video every single day. So right now, before this episode even starts, hit subscribe and turn on the notification bell. That way, every morning when you wake up, a new English lesson is already waiting for you, like a gift, every single day. And to everyone who is already subscribed, we see you. We appreciate you more than we can say. You are the reason we keep showing up every day. Now, one more thing before we begin. We want to hear from you. Drop a comment below right now and tell us your name, your country, and one word that describes how your English feels today. Just one word. Struggling, growing, confident, nervous, whatever is true for you right now. We read every single comment, and we love meeting the real people behind the screen.
Hello, everyone. I am Ethan. And Emma, can I tell you something that happened to me this morning?
Of course. What happened?
So, I woke up this morning, and for the first few seconds, you know that moment when your brain is still half asleep? I was just lying there, and then my alarm rang, and do you know what the first thought in my head was?
What?
In English. My first thought was in English. Okay, time to get up. Not in my native language, directly in English.
That is such a big moment. Seriously.
It felt strange at first, but also kind of wonderful. Like something had shifted in my brain without me even noticing it.
And that shift, that moment when English starts coming naturally, without effort, without translation, that is exactly what we are working toward in today's episode. Because today, we're talking about the morning, your morning, and how the first part of your day is actually the most powerful opportunity you have to build your English without adding extra study time.
Wait, without adding extra study time? I like the sound of that already.
I knew you would, because here's the truth that most English learners never hear. You do not need to find more time for English. You need to add English to the time you already have. And the morning, the part of the day before everything gets busy and loud and stressful, that's where it starts.
So we're not adding another item to a to-do list.
Exactly. We're sliding English into the spaces that already exist. And today, I have 5 habits for you. 5 small, completely doable morning habits that together take less than 15 minutes and will change your English from the inside out.
5 habits, less than 15 minutes. That's a deal I'll take any day.
Let's start with habit 1. And I want you to really think about this one because it sounds almost too simple, but it's backed by real language science.
Okay, what is it?
The moment you open your eyes in the morning, before you check your phone, before you think about the day, before anything, say one English sentence, out loud or even just in your head. One sentence about that exact moment.
Like what? What would I say?
Something like, the room is quiet this morning, or I feel warm under this blanket, or my alarm is very annoying. Something completely real, something directly connected to what's happening around you right now.
That's so simple it almost doesn't feel like learning.
And that's precisely why it works. Research in language acquisition, the science of how brains learn languages, shows that the most powerful English connections are built when words are attached to real, lived moments. Not to textbook exercises, not to grammar drills, to real things you're actually experiencing.
So when I say the room is quiet while I'm actually in a quiet room, my brain connects those English words to the real feeling of a quiet room.
Exactly. The word and the experience become linked, and linked memories are the strongest kind. They don't disappear easily. They become part of how your brain naturally thinks. And here's the progression. Week 1, 1 sentence when you wake up. Week 2, 2 or 3 sentences. Week 3, a small paragraph of thoughts. And slowly, over time, the first language of your morning becomes English.
Because you keep starting there.
Because you keep starting there, every morning. Habit 1, wake up and speak 1 English sentence. That's where your English day begins.
I love that. Okay, habit 2.
Habit 2 happens in the bathroom, and this is one of my personal favorites because it requires 0 preparation and it works on something most learners never directly address.
What does it work on?
Confidence. Specifically, the confidence of hearing your own voice speaking English. Because here's something very interesting about speaking anxiety. Many learners aren't afraid of English, they're afraid of how they sound speaking it. They've never gotten comfortable with their own English speaking voice.
And you fix that in the bathroom?
You fix it in the bathroom. While you're brushing your teeth, washing your face, getting ready, look at yourself in the mirror and talk about your plans for the day, about how you're feeling, about whatever's in your head, in English, out loud,
To my own reflection.
to your own reflection. And it will feel strange the first day, maybe even the second, but very quickly, something shifts. You stop feeling embarrassed by your English voice. You start to feel comfortable with it. And when you feel comfortable speaking English alone, speaking it with other people becomes so much easier.
Because you've already done the uncomfortable part in private.
Exactly. The mirror removes all the pressure. No one is judging you. No one is waiting for you to be perfect. You just speak, and your voice gets more confident with every single morning. Language research at institutions like the British Council confirms this. Speaking practice done alone, regularly, significantly reduces speaking anxiety over time.
So the bathroom mirror is secretly a confidence-building machine.
The most underrated English teacher in the world. Free, available every morning, no appointment needed.
I'm setting up an appointment with my mirror tomorrow morning. Okay, habit 3.
Habit 3 is for breakfast time, and if you drink coffee or tea in the morning, this one is especially for you.
I absolutely drink coffee in the morning. This is very relevant to me personally.
Perfect. So while you're making breakfast or sitting down to eat or holding that first cup of something warm, narrate what you're doing in English, quietly, to yourself. Very simple sentences about what's happening right now.
Like a cooking show, but only for myself.
Exactly like a cooking show, only for yourself. The water is boiling, I'm pouring it slowly, the coffee smells very strong this morning. I think I need 2 spoons today.
Because Mondays required 2 spoons.
Mondays always require 2 spoons. And do you see what's happening in those sentences? You're using present continuous. I'm pouring. You're using adjectives, strong. You're using natural, spontaneous English connected to real sensory experience. The smell, the warmth, the sound of boiling water.
And the brain remembers those words because it associates them with the feeling of the moment.
This is actually backed by research in memory science. We call it embodied cognition, the idea that learning connected to physical experience and sensation is retained far more deeply than learning from reading or passive memorization. When you say hot while holding something hot, that word goes deep. It sticks.
So breakfast is not just fuel for my body, it's fuel for my English brain as well.
Your English brain and your actual brain, both at the same time. Best use of breakfast possible.
Habit 3. Narrate breakfast in English. I'm absolutely doing this tomorrow. Habit 4.
Habit 4, and this one takes exactly 5 minutes. Set a timer if you need to. 5 minutes, no more. Before you leave the house in the morning, put your headphones in and listen to something in English.
Just listen?
Not just listen, listen and repeat. This is shadowing, and we've talked about it before on this channel, but for the morning routine specifically, the key is to pick one sentence that you hear and say it back immediately, at the same speed, same rhythm, same feeling.
Copying the sound completely.
Completely, because spoken English has a music to it, a rhythm. Words get stressed, sentences rise and fall, pauses happen in specific places, and that music, that rhythm, that's a huge part of sounding natural. When you shadow, you absorb that music directly. It goes from what you hear into how your mouth moves.
And 5 minutes is truly enough.
5 focused minutes is enough to absorb 2 or 3 phrases deeply, far better than 30 unfocused minutes where your attention drifts. The research is very clear on this. Focused, repeated practice in short bursts produce faster, more lasting results than long, distracted sessions.
Quality over quantity. Focused over long.
Always. And you can shadow anything, a podcast episode, a YouTube video, even this conversation right now. Pause after any sentence, repeat it back, press play again. That's 5 minutes of the most effective pronunciation practice available anywhere for free.
Habit 4. 5 minutes of focused listening and shadowing before you leave the house.
I like how everything so far fits inside the morning without requiring any extra time. I'm brushing my teeth anyway. I'm eating anyway. I'm getting ready anyway. English just comes along for the ride.
That's the exact idea. English stops being a separate activity that competes for time. It becomes part of who you are in the morning.
And habit 5, the last one?
Habit 5, and this is the one that I think has the biggest emotional impact, even though it's the smallest action of all. Just before you walk out your front door, before the day really begins, stop, take one breath, and say one sentence in English. One sentence that sets your intention for the day.
An intention sentence.
An intention sentence. Something like, today I will pay attention to the English around me. Or, today I will not be afraid to try. Or, today I will notice 3 new English words. Something forward-looking. Something that puts English at the center of your day before the day has even started.
And why does this work? It is just one sentence.
Because of something called the priming effect, a real psychological phenomenon. When you consciously set an intention at the beginning of your day, your brain stays alert for opportunities connected to that intention throughout the day. If you say, today I will notice 3 new English words, your brain will be quietly scanning for English words all day, and it will find them on signs and conversations and emails, on packaging.
Your brain goes looking for what you told it to find.
Exactly. One sentence, 30 seconds, and your entire day becomes an English learning opportunity without any extra effort. Your brain does the work for you because you primed it to.
That is remarkable. So let me put all 5 habits together to make sure I have them clearly.
Yes, let's review. Go ahead.
Habit 1, the moment you wake up, say one English sentence about the immediate moment around you. Connect English to the real world from the very first second of your day.
Perfect.
Habit 2, in the bathroom, speak English to yourself in the mirror about your plans, your feelings, whatever is in your head. Build comfort with your own English-speaking voice.
Exactly right.
Habit 3, at breakfast, narrate what you are doing in English. Simple sensory sentences. Connect vocabulary to real physical experience so your brain holds on to the words.
You are getting this perfectly.
Habit 4, 5 focused minutes of listening and shadowing before you leave. Copy the rhythm and music of English. Let it live in your mouth, not just your ears.
Yes.
And habit 5, one intention sentence at the door. Tell your brain what to look for today. Prime it for English all day long.
That is exactly it. 5 habits, less than 15 minutes total. 0 extra time required. Just English added into what you already do every morning.
And what can someone expect if they do this consistently? How long before they feel a real difference?
Honestly, most people notice something within 2 weeks. Not dramatic fluency, but a shift. English starts feeling slightly more natural in the morning. Words come a little faster. The inner voice begins moving toward English before the native language. And the research supports this. Consistent daily repetition in short bursts produces measurable changes in language processing speed within 2 to 4 weeks.
2 to 4 weeks of 5 small habits every morning.
That is all. And after a month, the habits are automatic. You don't think about them, you just do them, like brushing your teeth, like making coffee. English becomes part of your morning the same way those things are.
And one day, you wake up and your first thought is in English.
Just like yours was this morning.
Just like mine was this morning. And that moment makes it all worth it.
Okay, before we go, your challenge for tomorrow morning, specifically, not someday, tomorrow.
Tomorrow morning, try habit 1, just 1. When your alarm rings and you open your eyes, say one English sentence about that exact moment, out loud. Even if it's just, "Good morning, I'm awake." That's enough. That's the beginning.
And then come back here and tell us in the comments, what was your first English sentence this morning? We genuinely want to know. And remember, also tell us your name and your country. We love knowing where our Musk Unleashed family is listening from around the world.
If this episode gave you something useful today, share it with one person who's learning English, one friend, one family member, one person who keeps saying, "I have no time to practice." Now they have the answer. Less than 15 minutes every morning, starting tomorrow.
We upload a brand new English video every single day on Musk Unleashed English Podcast. Subscribe, turn on the bell, and come back tomorrow because your next lesson is already waiting.
I'm Ethan.
I'm Emma.
And this is Musk Unleashed English Podcast. We'll see you tomorrow morning.